Okay. Testing sound, testing audio. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's check my audio over here. Yes. Testing sound, testing audio. Yep. 1, 2, 3. Good enough. Okay. Let's get going. Slightly late start today. But I think I can go all the way to time, maybe slightly over. So I have 2-3 hours to go, and I'm super excited. There's one. I was nervous, then I was excited. Let's see why. The plan for today, yeah. When I woke up this morning, I remember thinking, Florence 2, are we going to do Florence 2? Are we going to scan these documents? Are we going to do these PDFs? Am I going to have to do this open source OCR? Is that derailing the project? Is that getting off too deeply in a sidetrack? And the answer is, I don't know. I still don't know about Florence 2. However, before I can worry about that, we're doing this publishing as a Claude Code skill. So let's get that working today. And I can kind of think about Florence 2, this OCR work. Let me kind of do my customary morning review and morning I'm on the wrong project. Morning review and morning kind of kickoff. Just drink. I'm out of coffee, but I've got a huge bottle of Amazon caffeine pills, like 100 milligram, like coffee cup equivalent caffeine pills. So I've caffeinated. So I'm good to go. So we are building Chatfield. Chatfield is inspired by forms, paper forms, web forms, PDF forms, any circumstance where we've got a few, one or more kind of keys and values, what's your destination? What's your budget? This kind of structure, but rather than a graphical form or anything like that, Chatfield is conversational. It's using an LLM, of course, it's AI. So we're having a natural conversation where, you could imagine from this example, Chatfield will say, hi, where do you want to go? And that sort of thing. And then it gets more complex, obviously, just like all, I think, form applications. And so the LLM can validate these rules. You write validation rules in natural language, in English or something. And also it can transform. You can say, I want this as an integer. I want this as a real number. I want to convert from English to French. Anything an LLM can do, Chatfield can more or less prompt it. It's kind of prompting syntactic sugar, validation here. So I can say, yeah, exactly. So if I say Narnia as a response to this, then the LLM would say that's not a real place. So that'd be a validation rule. If I say, I don't really care or something like this, then this reject rule would reject me. So the idea of Chatfield is it's really inspired and trying to build off of everything we already know about forms and about little kind of data objects and validating them. An extremely, extremely common broad, activity or process in computing. Convert it into the conversational context. It's conversation only. So that's Chatfield. The reason I love Chatfield, besides just waking up in the morning and having coffee and writing open source and just enjoying open sourcing and programming and AI and LLMs and all of this, I believe, or I'm willing to experiment to learn whether the mental model of forms, keys and values and little metadata things, whether that's a useful construct, whether that's a useful mental model or data model to interact between humans and language models and traditional computing systems. I think the answer is yes. I think forms are well understood by humans, and today well understood by language models. An LLM, my theory is if I tell an LLM, oh, we're doing forms, that helps. That simplifies to accomplish the goal that we're trying to solve. One goal that I've already solved to show Chatfield's broad applicability is completing forms on the web in a foreign language, for example. I say, well, here's this form. I don't understand it. I can't complete it. Hey, LLM. Hey, billion-dollar computer, walk me through this form step by step, field by field like this, and help me complete it. Translate for me and all of these things. So we're translating languages and translating from US measures to SI measures and things like this. I shouldn't say US because definitely lots of SI in the US, but hopefully you know what I mean. So now we've been working on PDFs and also on Claude Code skills. This has been huge. Yeah, I bet. Agent skills. Yeah, these skills. And today I want to publish a skill. Potentially. I think I want to publish a skill with sort of a beta build of Chatfield. That's the idea. Okay. No, I don't want to log in. Okay. Claude skills. Oh, and then since yesterday, I found where is that? Claude.ai/code. I got 1,000 USD of credit to spend on Claude Code here in the web. I don't love it for sure, but I don't mind it. So I need some excuses to burn. I need 1,000 USD of excuses of things to do in Claude Code here, and I have about 1 week, so I really need to spend this. I don't know what to do, which consumes lots and lots of tokens, and which is valuable to me. I'm not just literally going to burn tokens for fun, but anything that's, for example, I think I had it audit the code base already. Something I could maybe get it started doing is for TypeScript like syntax system, TypeScript syntax and coding stuff. Run any npm scripts which correct the syntax and submit that as a PR. Because it's a solo project, make the branches and PR names like just simple and clear. No need for what was it doing? Like extra IDs. Let's just try that. I don't know. Okay, so I did some. Yes, thank you so much. I did some small work yesterday. In fact, let's try to stay on track here. Let's read the update for yesterday. Chatfield. So November 10th. Is it in here? Oh yeah. This thing rolled up a little bit weird. It pulled in some of my changes from previously. I don't know if it found it, but anyway, yesterday I got some improvements on or I finally checked in some code. Yeah, this commit npm run format perfectly. I finally checked in some code to enforce a consistent TypeScript style. So I'm really happy. Ultimately, I would prefer that it be in the editor. So I just type no semicolon, and when I press save, it corrects it. I think that would be what I want. I learned that the hard way from one of my heroes, Chris Anderson. I moved from having really strong opinions about syntax to having really strong opinions about you shouldn't have strong opinions. I had a strong meta opinion from him showing me how he used it and how he just like, what is it? It's very, just let go. So I love that. That's also obviously sort of the professional standard now in Python. They have black, they have lots of tooling. I think that's relatively common for this in Python. So I want the same thing in Python. So let's just let this thing go. I need to burn some tokens, or I need to spend these tokens before I lose them. What are we doing? Why am I reading this? Oh, Claude Code skills. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Claude Q. A couple weeks ago. This isn't bad. Skill descriptions. This. Yeah. Hooks could be added on top. Mm-hmm. Oh, interesting. Oh, there's all sorts of like little tips here. I wonder what's working. God, this reminds me so much of the 90s where web developers are like, how about you just put your script tag at the end of the content? Like just basic stuff that people are still discovering. I'm not really too worried about this. What's sporadic? There's a matching skill. Yeah, they're all just talking about little prompt kind of tricks, or they're not even tricks. It's like, this is like prompt engineers. What am I trying to say? Like witch doctoring, or like folk medicine is what I'm thinking. This is prompt engineers like folk medicine. Some of this may or may not work. Nobody knows exactly why. People just kind of share little tips around, and it's going to take a long time for it to synthesize into like proper, I think proper sort of professional standards. Mm-hmm. Okay. I don't think I need to read Reddit too much here. Agent skills. I read this a million times. I want to do this /skills. Agent skills. Mm-hmm. Portable. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't realize those skills were so portable. Mm-hmm. Claude automatically invokes relevant skills based on your task. Yeah, I'm sure it does. Creating skills is simple. The skill creator skill. Okay. For team and enterprise. Agent skills. Nice. So there's endpoints for all these skills as well. Now, I'm nervous about this. When OpenAI started releasing really good stuff and started kind of making a stack, they were making a tech stack based on their basic like GPT 3.5 or GPT 4 in those days. When they started adding like what did they have? Not just the tool calls. The tool calls, and what did they add? I want to say they added some sort of agent, like server-side agent stuff, where it would loop around. And I remember thinking, oh my gosh, they're gonna become a monopoly, and they're gonna be like Microsoft here, so that the only way we build anything is on OpenAI. And that did not happen. The world, the professions, the pressure from the consumers, I think, was greater to say, no, I want like, cloud independent, vendor independent, the open source world. Everyone made software that was not so tightly coupled. So I feel like I learned my lesson. And so now I don't know how I feel about shipping skills into an API what this means is your code is now going to be Anthropic, like proprietary, in the same way that Windows application is constrained or to Microsoft Windows. You're getting in bed. You're investing in Anthropic as a part of your sort of critical path, your delivery stack, these skills. So I don't know. It's way more flexible to say, well, we've got a tool on the back end, or we've got a tool for development process. This is way lower stakes. Putting it in CI/CD, say, hey, check my code before I do a build on GitHub Actions is great. That's also basically developer. And here you're kind of getting into, I know you could build a tool for back-end users. You could build a back office tool which uses these skills, which might be brilliant. But anyway, as a developer to maintain this, the point is it's vendor lock-in. It's vendor lock-in when you do these skills like this. That may or may not be great. Vendor lock-in is not inherently wrong. It goes on the balance sheet, basically, right? What do we want to do? I'm still using Claude Code more or less exclusively here. I have not used Codex yet, even after all this time. And the reason is I want to get the Claude Code sea legs. I want to get the experience. I want to know it. I still want to know it more than I want to know the field. I want to get good at Claude Code. And then I want to know how much of that transfers to Codex. How much of that transfers. And then also I'm just paying through the nose for Claude. So I can't justify paying through the nose for the other ones at the same time. I still have this $992 of credit. So look, it did it again. So I told it not to do that. It did it again. So that's good to know. So this is good. We have a PR. Oh, in fact, yeah. Like syntax, TypeScript format. What would I say? TypeScript style. Okay. That only costs $1? How am I going to spend $992? I don't know what I'm going to do. I need to make Claude give me some ideas. And then this thing cannot do GitHub Actions. This thing cannot really interface with GitHub. At least, what is this? Add environment? I see. We can do GitHub. I think we can do like GitHub here, and then I could give it GitHub keys or something. I don't know if I like this. Maybe. Okay. Do I care about this skills article? I'm about to publish a skill. Oh, and I need to learn what skills are and also what plugins are. And then I saw a skill. What gave me the idea is I saw someone publish some skill. I have to find that. Skills. Repeatable. Is that revenue? Marketing, sales. Is that like CRO? Nice. Very fun. Okay. To map types to X-axis. Ooh. Yeah. Yep. Interviewing. That's interesting. It asks for the kids' ages and schools. Wow, is this guy doing law with Claude Code? Who is Stephen Smith? Oh, cool. Okay. Hi, Stephen Smith. Sung Hero. Wonderful. Sung Hero. Okay. Nice bottom line up front. Good writing. Thank you. kind of assistance, yeah. What's very interesting to me is, well, we already have sub-agents. And so the relationship between sub-agents and skills, I think, is still not yet completely thoroughly like understood or established across the profession. Even in Anthropic, I don't think they know yet. The only way to find out is to challenge it in 1,000 different ways. Yeah, yeah, you just write some markdown files. He's glossing over a little bit, debugging, and they operate with a probabilistic correctness. There's a the probability that they run correctly is nearly, but not 100%. So it's a little weird. Any size organization, for sure, you could definitely do a Claude Code skill for a family law practice. Cool. Yes. A teachable helper with one job. Yeah. It's not totally clear from this write-up what's the difference between when would I want a skill and when would I want a sub-agent. I know sub-agents have some major technical differences, but in practice, teams pick up skills. Yeah, but it's the same for sub-agents here. Okay. Repeatable conversations that should end with standard output. Very cool. Uh-huh. So I want to see what this first client interview is. This is interesting because, of course, Chatfield is for interviewing. So, yes. Wait, is this is an AI slop. This is legit, right? Your custody. Is this AI slop? Get to the point. Oh, okay. So this is ostensibly source code from the skill. You're a custody scheduler, builder, assistant. So it starts by asking stuff. Mm-hmm. I don't know if this is a real blog. I might be reading AI slop here. Deep dive. It's a little bit better than AI. I think it's real. I think it's real. I don't know. If this guy's claiming hundreds of minutes, show me. It just doesn't read. It reads like decent, okay writing. In a mid-market firm, consistency is your problem. Yeah, I think this is legit. The thing about AI slop is like it kind of today, it tends to sort of not realize that it hasn't told you what to do, either deliberately or through slop. It's just like, this is awesome, this is awesome, this is awesome. And you're like, wait, in the old days, I would get like a little how-to or readme or walkthrough, right? Run each skill on 2 live matters in the next 7 days. I don't know if this is a real blog or not. I can't tell. It's either very, very good AI slop or a real blog. Stephen Smith. I don't know. Okay, doesn't matter. Good. Thank you, Stephen Smith. Okay. Oh my God, why is it doing that? What is the reason for these dang IDs required for push authentication? Oh. Interesting. Okay. Good. So I have my PR. I need to think of some other. Oh, let's just do it. Like, for your consideration. All right, let's just see what this does. Okay. You know, it's lots and lots of tokens, right? So I want to give it assignments where it has to read all the code base, read all the documentation, stuff like that. So that, or because that takes lots of tokens. Okay. Claude Code, Claude Apps, API developers. I don't know if that's right. Example skills to customize. Oh, that's interesting. It was deliberately made to be. Woo. It was deliberately made to be like forked. Skills with the API. Okay, no, I don't want to do API best practices. Oh, and then these are agent skills, yeah. Concise is key, yeah. Yeah. This is not true. This is factually incorrect, but whatever. I think I know what they're saying. You should just say precious. What is this public goods? Ridiculous. Yeah. Other skills metadata. Not every token in your skill has an immediate cost. Yeah, I know it's this progressive disclosure. Right. Only when the skill becomes relevant. Yes, it does. Only add context Claude doesn't already have. Concise 50 tokens. Okay. Appropriate degrees of freedom. Match the level of specificity to the task's fragility. Ooh, this is interesting. High freedom. Analyze the code. Medium freedom. Pseudocode. Oh, interesting. What are they calling it? Freedom? Degrees of freedom. Okay. I'm not sure that's exactly what that means from other domains, but I get it. Cool. Heuristics. Yeah. So you can either, I guess what they're saying is you should really deliberately either give just high level objectives or medium level or low level. Pseudocode with scripts. Yeah. Perfect. A preferred pattern exists. Some variation is acceptable. Okay. Low freedom. Operations are fragile and error prone. Consistency is critical. Wonderful. Run exactly this script. Do not modify the command. Okay. Think of Claude as a robot. Yeah. Okay. Test with all models you plan to use. Whoa. No. Yeah, maybe I will try. I wouldn't mind trying Haiku. If it's like okay with Haiku, that would be really cool. Maybe it's okay. I kind of don't care. I mean, is anyone using Opus like constantly for skills they're pulling down from the internet? I think no way. Like it's Sonnet. Sonnet has got to be 99% of users on Claude Code right now, right? Interesting. Okay. Consistent naming patterns. Gerund form. Verbing, for skill names. This clearly describes. Oh, interesting. Gerund form. Okay. Now, okay, good. This is very good. Writing effective descriptions. The description, good. Avoid. Okay. It's injected into the system prompt. Yeah, they're doing exactly like Chatfield. They're doing exactly like Chatfield. And inconsistent point of view. Inconsistent point of view. Aha. Okay, this is really interesting, but are there any best practices? Let's go read. Let me think. So I have the source code of the skills. PD. PopD. PD. So let's go PD. Whoa. So this is the skills from Anton. Get, fetch, upstream. There's no changes. So then where are the skills? Algorithmic art. Skill creator, right? Oh, look at that. Init skill. Oh, cool. What is it doing? Create a skill from a template. Okay, that's just literally fine. And what is this? This is just massive triple quoted string. Okay, skill template. Init skill. Okay. Dash dash path. Okay. So this is just literally going to create a skill. Okay, cool. Interesting. Title case. Okay. Convert hyphenated. Okay, cool. Simple, simple, simple. Okay, so it's, yeah. Okay. So it makes the skill. Does it make this skill.md? Is that the point? Init skill. Yep. Where is that? Somewhere it's got to be in here. There it is. Yeah, so it makes this skill.md. Okay. Does it make any more files? Who cares? Let's get out of here. Okay, next. Package skill. Ooh, creates a distributable zip file. So this is what I'm into today. I want to package up my skill. Output directory. Okay. It's not clear to me why. Well, let's go read it. If it doesn't exist. I need a bomb. Where's my bomb? Let's bomb it up here. Skill exists. Validating. Please fix the validation errors. Okay. Okay, so it validates and then it packages, right? Python, package it. So there's your skill folder and there's an optional output folder. Skill/public. Okay. So that's somewhat interesting. I've been doing like symlinks. So this is good. And why is it doing this? Okay, so that's it. And then what is it? It's just literally zipping it up. There's the zip. What is that? Determine the output location. Create the zip file. Try and accept. This is super bad. I used to yell at my engineers if they wrote accept exception. Data scientists do this all the time. Oh, just accept an exception, right? Just accept exception or just accept this. Oops, EXCEPT colon. You get this in data science code all the time. They're brilliant. They're just not programmers. Most data scientists, at least data scientists coming out of school, they're brilliant. They're great. They're valuable. And they are not software engineers. We shouldn't expect them to be, but we should yell at them when they accept exception. It's ridiculous. And I mean, for Claude Code, it's printing out this error. Claude Code may pick that up as a skill, may see that because it's a language model. I expect they've tested this thoroughly and it's fine, but I used to tell data scientists, like, basically fail fast is what you want, not fail slow. It's not like running through a data set where you want to kind of skip over the occasional weird data point. It is quite not like that. You want it the moment anything is out of the ordinary, the moment anything exceptional is happening, that's literally why they call them exceptions, then freak out, then crash, tell a human, crash the pipeline, crash the build, crash the analysis or whatever, crash only design is a major, influence in software design. Crash only design is considered like one of the strongest, most robust software architectures there is. Like NASA makes crash only software, CouchDB was crash only for sure. CouchDB was append only to its files, so it was impossible. It was not impossible, but it was the way CouchDB would. There was no shutdown process in CouchDB whatsoever. You would just terminate the process, and because of journaling and other things, the data may or may not sync out depending on when you cut power, of course, but it was always consistent and it was crash only. A lot of Erlang actually is crash only. Okay. Anyway, we're not doing crash only. We're doing... So don't accept exception. This is totally papering over. You're like pretending something's going wrong. I would throw an exception and then let Claude Code catch that and say, oh. But that's okay. Skillpath.rglob star. Okay. So that's recursive glob, I think. Star. So it's just literally zipping them all up. So what's so weird? Okay. Why are we zipping? Who cares? Because, oops, let's look at the next one. Package skill and quick validate. Okay, here's the validate. Basic validation of a skill. Skill.md exists. That's it, the front matter. Extract the front matter. Okay, so this is a multi-line regex. So it's looking for a line with 3 dashes, a new line, anything as small as possible, as small a string as possible that matches anything, followed by a new line, followed by 3 more dashes. So it's looking for the front matter. Okay, so it found it. Good. There it is. Oh, interesting. And it's just check. Okay, good. So it's just checking name and description. Okay, so you need your name and description. That's kind of neat. It's validating your syntax and stuff. That's cool. That's kind of neat. Hyphen case. Wonderful. It's checking for case. Okay, that's cool. That's decent. So it's somewhat simple validation. That's cool. I find it kind of interesting that they took the time to write a bunch of Python rather than prompt the LLM to say, oh, is it valid? Does it... You could prompt the LLM to check for this. And I think it's interesting that Anthropic chose not to do that. Okay, let's keep going. That's it. So that's the validation. Okay, and then what else? It's just the skill. So this is the skill creating skill. 209 lines of code, that's it. Or 209 lines. So there's the front matter skill creator. So this violates that pattern. Oh, and then the reason I wanted to do this, I wanted to see, are these best practices? Always write in the third person. Oh, wonderful. So this is good. I want to roll in these best practices. So this is when working with PDF. Effective examples. So right here, they say third person. So I do a lot of second person writing like this, so I may have some errors in there. That's great. And so they say, yeah, third person. And then as a effective example, this is second person. And second person's shorter. I don't know if it's actually fewer tokens. It may be small difference. I always prefer second person, even my git commits, all of that, just because it's the shortest, like grammatically correct English you can write. Second person verbs are always shorter. It's the only time in English you can omit the subject of the sentence. So second person is, implicit subject. It's so awesome. But they said don't do it, so I'm not going to do it. Git commit helper skill. Generate descriptive. These are all second person. This is crazy. This is second person. Use is second person. All right. Progressive disclosure. This is definitely true. So let's see if there's progressive. Assets, references. This is... Okay. I don't think... My question is this content, are these best practices in my skill or not? grep-ri best.practices. Right? Ooh. Best practices. Whoa. Okay. Wait, workflow guide example. What is this? Structure suggestions. Oh, that's not the same thing. This is best. What is it doing? Example reference equals, there we go. Reference documentation for blah. This is a placeholder for detailed reference documentation. Replace with actual reference content. Okay. Example real reference docs from other skills. Comprehensive guide. Context building. Deep dive on gathering context. Ooh, that's really cool. Oh, is that not a real skill? That's not a real skill. Okay. Whatever. All right, so. Okay, good. Don't care. So these best practices are not in here anyway, right? Like, where's something? Plumber, PDF plumber, right? Of course, it's in the PDF skill. That's fine. Yeah, PDF plumber. That's all fine. Okay, so these best practices are nowhere to be found in the skill creator skill. And that strikes me as like ridiculous. But now I know what to do. I got to basically like download this has to go into my Claude Code needs to see this to help me tidy up and prepare for release, basically. I certainly don't want to read it all and do it myself. That's unthinkable. So skills with the API. So I don't care too much about skills with the API. MCP. I think we're good. So let's go back. Yeah, can I download this somehow? View as markdown. Open in Claude. Oh, wonderful. Interesting. What if I do this? Can I change my URL? No way, huh? Okay. Okay. Overview. Oh, if I click around, does it change my URL? Yes, it does. Okay, cool. Okay. So I want these best practices as markdown. That's what I want. Very good. Okay, so let's just go get this. So then where's this going to go? I got to figure that out. Let's go to our source code here. Let's get out of here. Oh, I think there's an update. 3.7 release notes. I always forget. Added matcher values. Oh, that's cool. I was disappointed with hooks and I haven't come back to it. I wouldn't mind doing it. Keep coding instructions. Option to front matter. Output styles. Explains its implementation. Yeah. I don't remember that. Okay, don't care. So pop D. Okay, so that's grep-r. Like, whoops. What's a like clear example? There's no way. Like freedom, right? Let's look up freedom. grep-ri, right? Whatever. Aha. Oh no. Some of this is licenses, third-party notices. Here we go. No. Complete freedom. Creative freedom. No. Degrees of freedom is nowhere to be found. Degree, right? Yeah. Okay, good. So that means these best practices are not in the Claude Code creation skill. So that's kind of insane. So where am I going to put it? I guess I'll just put it in documentation. No, in Claude. Yeah, converting with screenshots, agent documentation. I don't know what this is. Documentation structure cleanup. C524D5A. Agent documentation. I'm not sure I like this. Okay. Don't worry. And then wget, let's just go get that. Where'd it go? Yeah, let's pull in that best practice. Okay, so there it is. So this would be like Claude skills. Oh, I think it's underscore. Skills best practices .md. Like that. Wonderful. So we'll just add that in for now. Let's just see what happens. And then pop D. So we'll get out of the skills. Let me think. I want to decide. I love that like audit. I think I know what I'm going to do. Copy -r skill creator. Let's copy, or I know what I want to do. Pop D. Let's just do this. PD. Source, Chatfield. Right. I think there's nothing new. Right, that's the branch. This should be a massive diff. Origin slash. Yeah, it did all my syntax changes. Okay, cool. I'm pretty happy with that. Now, if I don't merge that now, I'm gonna start to get conflicts everywhere because more or less every line of code changed. So I think I should merge it in actually real quick. Let's do that. Nope, that's the wrong paste. Let's go get that. Okay, whatever. And then let's see about merging that code in. Let's go to TypeScript, npm test, right? Let's just make sure everything's good. And then if I do this, git branch, yeah, git merge, what do I want? Style it was, yes. Was it this one? Okay, so that merges in very easily. Oh, and it may have been a fast forward. Was it a fast forward? No, it wasn't a fast forward. Fine. I think I'm kind of happy. Yeah, I'm happy. I don't care. I don't need to rebase. I don't care. Okay. So I'm basically happy now. So then did that run? Branch condition, return, what? Did I change this in the middle of the tests? Ooh, interesting. Let's see what happened. Okay, so a lot of stuff is running. Oh, interesting. Oh, wow. This may... Good. Okay. So let's see. Right. So let's go pull out git checkout. Or let me just reset again. Git reset. Let me just reset. I don't care. So we'll reset back before I merged. Boop, there we are. So now we're back with the best practices and stuff. And so then let's run the test. Did that PR break the test? No. Oh, very good. Ooh, I get to do my favorite thing, which is a git bisect. I love a good git bisect. Okay. So something's failing. I don't think it's the like environment. I've never seen that failure happen. No, and I think it's like I think it's a new bug. This is great. And I haven't been working in TypeScript very much, so it's sensible. It makes sense that it slipped through my that it slipped by me. Branch condition returned unknown or null destination. Wonderful. So like my router's not running correctly. That's awesome. Let's git bisect this real quick. Are we good? Yeah, git push, git bisect start. So we start and we say this is bad. We say this is bad. So then we check the log and I just need to do, I don't know. a week ago. Git checkout, boom. And this is why you want your unit tests always running. This is why you always want your tests running in every commit, is for git bisect, basically, among other good reasons. Aha, so this does not have the problem. This does not have the problem. Which test is it? I guess I could. Must and reject both pass. Oh, this is awesome. Okay, good. So I say this is a git bisect, good. So I say this one's good. And then it's just going to jump me. This is the part where you get to turn off your brain. So it jumped me somewhere. Who knows where? Who cares? Approximately halfway to the destination. And this is a good commit. I think that failure's fine. Let's see what it is. Timeout or something. Uh-oh. Validation passes. Expected blue received null. Let's run it again. I wonder if it timed out. What I don't want is an unrelated problem. Interesting. Yeah. Okay, so I have timing problems, which have existed. So that means this is a good commit. Let's run this one. I love it. And then if I tell Claude Code, hey, aha, so this is bad. If I tell Claude Code, hey, git bisect found this thing for me. I could make Claude Code do this, but it's fine. So this is bad. Come here, bad. So we run it again. Binary search is like one of the coolest, I think, like aspects of the universe. Or just exponentiation. Okay, so that's bad. Ooh, simpler system prompt. Interesting. We'll see. And then something else. This is why you want small commits of and never commit unrelated changes in the same commit, because git bisect cannot bisect those changes. Git bisect works on commits. So that's a bad one. So it's going to tell me, oh God, it's got to be this one. We're routing. Yeah, and we're failing with little route errors. So yes, good. So LangGraph is failing in JavaScript. Route to digest concludes when just finishing digesting confidentials, and this closes a ticket. Very cool. I don't know why it didn't notice. Okay, so this is bad. So it's telling me, here's your bad commit. So we're done. Git bisect. How do you do it? Is it like abandon? Git bisect stop, right? I could do git rebase. So I think we're done. Git bisect. Okay. Okay, good. So here's my commit. This is the first bad commit, and it's where I changed my routing, which makes sense. And it's where Claude Code claims to close this ticket. And so we changed both Python and TypeScript at the same time. So something really interesting would be if I do git log. So here I am back at the head. Git check out this, right? Okay, so here we are. So if I go to Python, get my environment going, rich Python, we're good, right? Yeah. PyTest, right? I think Python may be passing and TypeScript is not. So that would also be a very interesting, exciting change, because a big objective is to use Claude Code to make these things like rock solid, identical, conceptual mirror images of each other in the same way that LangGraph is doing it. LangGraph is awesome. They just, casually shrugging their shoulders, they ship two frameworks in two completely different languages with two different implementations. It's awesome. It's so impressive. I think they're smart. I've said a million times. If you want to ship a relevant, like open source AI tool, you cannot ignore the Python community. Or I guess I should say, you cannot ignore the Python only community, and you cannot ignore the JavaScript only community. They're both just too big to ignore. And so you have no choice but to ship in Python and JavaScript. If someone says, I want this in Rust, I want this in Go, I would say, nope. The answer is no. Who cares? Go people have figured out how to integrate with JavaScript and Python AI tools, because Go people know that the AI development is happening on those languages, right? For various reasons. So this all passed. There's some warnings, but there's definitely no failures. So Python is passing and TypeScript is not. So could I kick off some Claude Code? Let's kick off some Claude Code to get that working. So where are we? Yeah, we're detached. So we're back at main. We're back at main. We're here. I'm going to get Claude Code working on this. And I think I have to do it from my own system because I got to run test suites and it has to be authenticated and stuff like that. Find the commit. TypeScript. Okay, so let's put it in thinking mode. And yeah, let's put it in thinking mode. First investigate like why that might be. If any differences in if Python versus TypeScript. Okay, let's see what it does. So I'm going to get this thing fixing the TypeScript bug. Now, I hope it doesn't... hope it... Don't... I don't want it to change branches on me. That's the only thing. Look at the master branch. Get a full diff of that commit. Yep. Yes. Yes, this is awesome. I got a little bit of slop where I didn't I mean, I should have caught this when it checked in or something, or by now I should have set up a various ways to catch this, but it's a personal project. There are just so many interesting priorities, but priority means you're disciplined and you're serious about choosing one over the other. So I'm happy to let this pop up. Okay. Let's see what it does. I'm not even sure if it's going to get the right answer or not. Let's get back into publishing this skill, because I think the way you publish a skill is you have to publish a Anthropic plugin. So they're throwing spaghetti at the wall. We got plugins. We have sub agents. There's so much. So here's the best practices captured. The next thing I wanted to do was get a skill going. So if I go to Chatfield or Claude/skills like this, I was going to do this. Skills, and then it's the skill creator. So now I have a skill creator skill. And I don't know if you can activate and deactivate these. Well, let's find out. So now let's clear. I'll just rerun. I don't think it matters. Okay. Okay. Prepare .claude/skills/pdf for like publication and usage people, right? First, like, do a validation check according to the skill creator skill. Then consider what is it? Claude. Is it Claude? Yeah. Uppercase Claude, yeah. Then read like that and implement and propose all improvements and changes needs. Should do, whatever, I don't know. All right, let's go. Aha, ooh, good. So this Claude Code has given me some answers. What's going on? You found the root cause. A missing edge distinction, a missing edge destination. Oh, did it literally just not commit? Tools, think, and digest concludes. Both implementations have the same routing logic. Yes, they do. So once again, defining the space of valid edges bit me with a bug. TypeScript graph configuration doesn't include it. Oh, simple, very simple change. Do it. Oops. Yes. Yes. Okay, good. Good, so that's found that bug. I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm not sure if this saved me time exactly, but I'm really starting to wonder about people are talking about, oh, I just leave 3 or 4 of these running constantly. I think there may be something to that, although it's not. I mean, that's kind of what senior developers do when they're really active in pull requests all day long and stuff like that. They're kind of saying, go back and change this and show me what you got. So I think that may be a little bit of hype and a little bit legit. This like running many agents in the background and kind of jumping around from their outputs. Okay. This thing's still running good. Did it run the... So here's the skills. I've read the PDF skill. Check the directory structure. Ooh, PyCache is bad. But that's okay. Oh, look, the skill creator skill is running. Validate the PDF skill. Wonderful. Did it actually run? I want to see it run. It's got to run some Python, right? It's got to run that validator. API reference. I haven't seen it run that validator. Ooh, nice. Very good. Maybe it just read the source code. Okay. Okay. PDF doesn't match skill name. Very good. PyCache directory. Yeah, definitely. Concise is key. It is very long. Keep it under 500 lines. Yes, some sections are verbose. Thank you. Set appropriate degrees of freedom. Very specific instructions. Low freedom. Correct. Test with all models. Nah, don't care. Okay, good. Do you have specific... Ooh, geez. Oh dear. Whoa, what are you doing? Oh, I see. It's making its plan for me. Okay, good. Wait, 10-step plan? Jeez. Okay. So nothing super. This is not like. Okay. Nice to have. Test with Haiku. Evaluation test cases? Nah. Improve the writing style. Yeah, let's definitely do most of this. Okay. So let's answer it. Jeez. Perfect. Okay. Filling PDF forms. Yes, exactly. Perfect. Okay. My feedback. Okay. Number 1. Paste, right? Filling PDF forms. Number 2. Okay. Gerund form, yes. Enhanced description. Current description is good, but could be more specific. No. W-9, tax forms, government forms. No. Okay, step 2. But this is aimed at any PDF form completion. So, pros. Only like generic, more abstract. Right. So then what? Any form completion, make it trigger. Omit the distinction between like fillable and non-fillable in the description and other like high level like JIT. Okay. Number 3, what are we doing? Let me go off. I'm going to go off here since I'm just typing. I'm going to go off here and move some things around. Okay. Add the workflow checklist. The best practice strongly recommends adding copy-paste checklists. Ooh, very cool. Super good. Let's do a copy-paste checklist for everyone. Okay, had some allergies there. So then, what are we doing? Explicit package dependencies. This skills requires the following packages. Add a table of contents to reference files. Look, this didn't render correctly. Or something. Okay. Add a dependencies section. So dependencies is great. Chatfield. Mark it down, yeah. No, but we use Markdown MCP, right? But that's okay. In fact, Markdown MCP is going to have to go. Let me put that in today's plan, tomorrow's plan, whatever. So move it into the skills source code interview.py. Oh, yeah, that's totally true. Yep. This might be something I could get it started on. Let's get that started. So I'm going to say, and once again, I can't use the web. I'm going to say at market down. Yeah, so change the .claude/skills/pdf implementation from using marketdown as an MCP service/tool into calling a what would it be? Is it scripts / marketdown.py? To the effect should not change for the user. In MCP service, only moving marketdown right from an MCP service dependency into a simple package dependency all right, let's just get that going. Wait, no. At .claude/skills/pdf. And you may find documentation in the local.vn. Dig into that package source code. Right. There we go. Convert a file to markdown using marketdown. Okay. Correct. There are no more references to MCP. Cool. And then both implementations are done. Geez, a lot of stuff's happening. Let's go to TypeScript. So it's claiming that this is different. Okay. So really, I think it's too late to amend that commit. I mean, that was a long time ago. I could, in principle, rewrite the entire history, but that was days ago, right? What was that commit? Is bisect gone? What was that commit that I didn't like? Yeah, here. No, that's the new change. There it is. This one, git log. Stop. There it is. No, I'm gonna do it. Nobody's gonna notice. We're about to do a really gnarly force push. We're about to do a really gnarly rewrite and force push. I don't care. No one's using this project. I don't care. Okay. I'd rather have a nice clean git hit. Are we connected? Am I streaming? I was disconnected. Is it working? Hello, hello? Yes. Okay, I think I'm there. Yeah, I see myself. Okay, I think everything's fine. I think everything's fine. Let's keep going. Okay. If that's the only occasional little error in this like live streaming, then I'm perfectly happy. It's basically just click and click and go, fire and forget. The YouTube streaming, it's super easy. And that's a part of this. Okay, so where were we? I'm gonna do it. Okay, get status dot. So there's this one line. I'm just gonna say XXX like route or whatever. Git show. So now I've correct. So that belongs in that old commit that closed that bug. I both didn't make the change. I would have thought maybe I told Claude Code to copy it over to TypeScript before I found this bug fix in Python. So they're not identical code bases is the reason. So that's kind of good. Now, how did this skill change? What is this? Oh, so this scripts is totally bad. All reference to MCP, mark it down. Wait, no, this is super bad. .claude slash skills slash PDF slash scripts. .claude slash skills slash PDF. Right. The script requires the mark it down package. Yeah. Mark it down all? I'm not sure about that. Pip, which pip freeze. Mark it down? No, I think they just need mark it down. You can't search, right? Pip won't search for you. Pip, yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Did you move it? Python. Oh, you animal. It did it wrong. Oh my God. No. The documentation should simply mention scripts slash whatever .py, but the source code belongs where I told you. Oh my gosh. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Perfect. Let me verify changes are complete. Ridiculous. Okay. Thank you. Churn. Okay, keep going. Where were we over here? Oh, so there, good. So there's the markdown script. Good. And then the skill creator. So let's do this. Claude, skills. Not sure what to do with this skill creator. I think I know what I'll do. Do I want to put it in the source code? I guess no, I don't. No, I don't. So let's do this. Echo skill creator. Get ignore. So it's ignored now. So we'll ignore it. Temporarily, right? Okay, next. So mark it down is real. And then this, wonderful. So I haven't tested it, but that's okay. I could actually quickly just do this, Python PDF/skills/ PDF/script/marketdown, right? Warning, marketdown is not installed. That's bad. That seems bad. Yeah. Okay, let's switch over to, let's just go edit the real source code now. Pardon me. Let me go off here and edit some source code. I wish I could group these and then kind of go like click, click, click. Okay. Okay, so this is underway, so this is good. Let's go read the, let's go read what's changed. So now we have, yeah, in .claude skills PDF, in the scripts, we have this marketdown. Typically PDF, yes. Aha. From marketdown import mark it down. Okay. That seems legit. Yep. Whoa. Hey, that's legit. Why is that failing? That is legit. Okay, good. But I am running this. So if I go Python-C, right, from mark it down. How do you, is it mark? Yeah. Pardon me. From markdown import mark it down, right? Print like mark it down. Should work. Good, so that works. So what that means is stop it. Scripts. This is the second time I did it wrong. Marketdown.py. Interesting. I wonder what's going on. That works when I do. So then let's just try this. Let me just see that whole exception. Importer. Partially initialized module. Yeah. A circular import. Okay. That's why. So now we have to figure out why is it doing a circular import. Oh, I know why. Because this file's, because Python is not as good as Node in this regard. This file is named marketdown. So that's good. So I need to change the name. PDF/scripts. So what are we doing? New file marketdown? Yeah. So let's just do like get move. Or that's fine. Move marketdown to, let's say like as markdown.py. Any, let's say as markdown.py to markdown.py. Yeah, markdown. No, let's give it a hyphen and make it slightly readable. Okay. These are all underscore, so let's do that. Okay. So, and then it's executable. Let's not do that. Let's keep it kind of somewhat in line. Yeah, so then what's up with this PyCache? I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe that's an old thing. Okay. So that's as markdown. So I think that'll fix it. Python. So instead of marketdown, I get as markdown. And it won't be circular. It won't be importing itself anymore. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so that's fixed. So then, oh God. Look, I'm already maintaining code. Jeez. Mark it down. It's not as markdown. That's fine. Oh my god. Okay, that's enough. That's fine. Nobody look. Okay, so we run that. You can use like sys.argv. Let me just make it fix that. Where's Claude? Let me resume that and make it fix it. Where were we? Change the skills. Yes, perfect. Great. I renamed it as markdown.py. Update it so that instead of like literal strings, it uses sys.argv to know its real like name it was called as, right? Okay, it took longer to write that up. So this is a great example where it's rusty. I've like with 0 mistakes first try. I don't know if I'd get that sys.argv. The question is this the Python statement or is this the first? Is this the Python command? Is this python.exe or whatever? Or not? And the language model is going to get it correct first try for sure. Yeah, just use f string. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, so thank you. Thank you. Whoops. Ha, perfect. Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. So then let's just go see how that feels. What if I do this? If I do this, $pwd, watch this. This is going to be awesome. Whoops. Not them. Python. So then if I change to my like desktop and into the forms here. So then, what's this .claude? Don't care. Tie images. Let's just remove that for now. Nobody cares. Validation. No. Okay. I should remove rm-v star.json for sure, right? Star.done.pdf. Is that good? Completed. No. That's a one-off. That thing got that wrong. Okay, this is correct. This is correct. This is awesome. Okay. So then what I could do is run that Python command again. It wouldn't be pwd. It would be when it threw me the error message, it had a nice tidy, where was that? As markdown? No. It had a nice tidy here. Absolute path. Thank you so much. So that should still work. So then let's look at a form. How about the food license is really small. Good. Yes. I don't know if this is identical, but this is kind of close enough. And then let's go read it again. As markdown, mark it down. Come here. What is it called now? It's called as markdown. Perfect. So then sys.argv, yep. Pardon me. Script name, there it is. Okay. This is not really good code. You should really try catch. You don't want to do these with non-atomic. What this exists, checks the file system, and then it may return true or false, right? If the file exists. And then from the computer's perspective, like millions of years transpires between this check, like from the CPU's perspective on the timescales of this computer, there's a ton of opportunity for the state to change in between basically this call and then the next call where you pass in the file path, and it's going to effectively reopen that file and reread it. And the important thing is it's quite a substantial amount of time or clock ticks to change. There's a window of opportunity to have this file not exist. So I don't think this is like like a security bug today, although these things are prompts now, so you can't be too sloppy. But this is just kind of a bad practice. The only problem is you'd have to change it to try catch. I'm actually just going to pull it out. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'd rather have it throw. So if I do like this, that still works. And then if I do like this, it's just going to throw now instead of saying it doesn't exist. Error converting file. Oh, it catches it in the bigger one. Yeah, great. Yeah, perfect. Yeah. Okay, I'll put markdown content. Result.text content. I would rather do this, huh? I like try else. I love try else in Python. I love it. It just means no exceptions were thrown. I love it. I love it. I love it. I think I wrote a JavaScript package that does try else. JavaScript try catch else. I think I wrote that. I know I wrote that somewhere. Yeah. No, not that. Something, did I do that? If else? Can you do? Could swear I wrote one. Wait, is that me? That's me. Yeah, that's me. Uh-huh. Okay, so I wrote it up in Stack Overflow when Python 2.5. Cool. Finally, yeah, try else finally. I think I wrote it. Did I write? Nice and clean. Oh yeah, we had a big discussion about pure syntax. I think I may have written a package. Maybe? Oh, awesome. I haven't read these in years. So then, did someone... This is why try catch else is nice in Python. Look at this syntax. It's kind of like try catch else finally is super nice. It's like everything. It's kitchen sink. Shoo. I think I wrote a package. Or maybe I wrote some code. Yeah. Ouch. Awesome. This JavaScript. Nope. Okay. So I guess what I'm saying is I love try catch else finally. And I love it so much that I wrote it up. What is that? 13 years ago? 14 years ago? Wait, February? Yeah. Yeah. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Geez, so try catch else finally is 14 years old. Okay. At least. Okay. All I'm saying is I like else. Okay. Off we go. This is all secondary code. I shouldn't sweat it too much. So that throws, fine. And then that doesn't throw. Great. And then is there anything like fun md.convert, right? Yeah. Let's just very quickly read, now that I'm calling the API directly, mark it down, right? Let's go read the Python. This is Python, right? All PDF, yes. Correct. Anaconda. Look at they're still Microsoft-y. They're like, if you don't know anything, here's how to be successful. Which, not knowing anything mostly describes most of us most of the time. Okay, mark it down. Dependencies. Oh, interesting. Oh, that's cool. We could do markdown underscore. We could do markdown PDF like that. That's kind of neat. I almost want to do that to see if I can make it like to make it. So if I do this, what would I do? Pip uninstall, pip freeze, grep mark it down. So let's do this. Pip uninstall, mark it down dash mcp, and mark it down, huh? let's do that. So it's gone. So it's all gone. Do we have Python? So if I do, so now if I run it, obviously, yeah, Markdown's not installed, correct. So then if I do pip install markdown as PDF only. Let's see how that feels. So now if we freeze, not. Okay. I'm not sure that changed anything, but that's fine. Okay. So, and where, let's see, mark it down. So that's actually basically a dependency. If I go into Python, oh, I know what I'll do. Claude. A developer dependency of the Python project. Okay, so it's going to incorporate that. That's another one where I'm a little rusty. These packaging syntax, they're all kind of complex and they're all their own little universe. So it's super nice to tell a language model what I want because it's mostly just language problems. Yep, one line. Okay, so we've got mark it down as a yes. Yes. Developer dependency on mark it down PDF, right? Skill. I'll say skill, yeah. Okay. Now what? Mark it down. Let's go check in that, yeah, as markdown stuff. Skills, PDF. All right. Because we still have like, I still have like a massive change I want to do. Okay. So now what? Get status dot get add scripts as markdown, right? Now what do we have? So skill.md, I think no, right? Yes. For sure. What else? Deleted, that's all fine. So I'll take all this. Switch from mark it down MCP to Python. Yep. Good. So that's going to make this thing way more shippable because I'm already going to have to ship like a ton of code. And I decided since yesterday, rather than publish in pip, I think if you publish in pip, if you publish in npm, it's got to be high quality. It's got to be like presumed to be, you know, like at a professional standard. And so we're super close there, but not totally there. And I don't want to wait. Meanwhile, if you publish a Claude Code skill, like you're just pushing stuff to GitHub and other people are pulling it down. It's way, way, way more like appropriate for Chatfield, or Chatfield is way more appropriate for that world. So I want to just ship Chatfield maybe embedded inside this skill. It's going to be a little gnarly. It's going to be a huge skill with tons of source code. It's basically going to have at minimum all the Chatfield source code in there. Or maybe I could bundle it up as a package. Actually, that's what I could do. I could bundle it as a package and ship it if it's pure Python. We'll see. And I'm not going to do pip yet. It's going to bundle up in this Claude Code skill and or plugin. So now what do we have? Scripts. So this is all super clean. So oh wait, I got to redo my history now. Where was that? XXX route, and then where was that route? Where was that? It's the one that closed the ticket. Where's the one that closes the ticket? There it is. So I got to redo this commit here. Git redo, boom. So then this route thing fixes that one. Go. Okay, so now all the commits have changed. Yep. Okay, nobody look. Okay. Force pushed up, rewrote the history. That bug is nowhere in the source code anymore. Wonderful. So let's carry on getting this thing ready. Where are we? Step 4. 654. Explicit package dependencies. PyPDF. Markdown and Chatfield. Okay, yes. But omit, well, let's see. So what do I want to do? That will be bundled with the skill, so it will never require installation, right? Step 5. Or change 5. Table of contents. Sure. Wonderful. Step 5, yes. Step 6. Emphasize feedback loops. Add validation feedback loop section. Review the output PDF visually. After filling the PDF, review it. Verify the field IDs match. I don't know about that. Is that a best practice? Feedback loops? Let's go read that. Where was that? PHP. Nope, nope, nope. Aha. Feedback. Yes. Use workflows. Break complex. Clear sequential steps. Right? Yes. PDF form filling workflow. Yes. Wonderful. Implement feedback loops. Run the validator, fix errors, repeat. Greatly improves output quality. Okay. For skills without code. Oh, I see. Review. Only proceed when, okay, so they build a loop. So they're just saying build a loop into your prompt using reference doc instead of scripts. Review against the checklist. Draft your content. Okay. Document editing process. Make your edits. Validate. If it fails, do it again. Sure. Okay. Rebuild. Don't include information that will become outdated. Okay, so I'm off track now. The old pattern section provides historical context without cluttering the main content. What? Old patterns? What? I don't know. Okay. Oh, right. Don't mix API endpoint. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, now this thing would have already checked this checklist, so I don't need to check the checklist. The language model checked the checklist. Okay, so feedback loops is legit. So what are we doing? Feedback loops. The problem is I don't think I've had an issue here. Review interview.py for conclude logic. Review the output PDF visually. I think I know. Check value formatting. Validate bounding boxes. So I do want to do a feedback loop. Make corrections and rerun fill script. Should be around building the perfect Chatfield interview object. The checklist should like confirm that all fields should confirm that all fields ultimately like all field IDs are present, but that all field IDs are present, that the like data model is human friendly, like via the, like, what was it called? What did it call it? It had a name for those like rolled up, like via the rolled up and include technique, and all the other guidance from the procedure documentation, right? Let's just try that. Let's just keep going. I'm not sure that's great, but let's keep going. Okay, 6. 7. Improve the writing style. Yeah, imperative / infinitive. Yeah, some sections use second person, change to imperative. Wait, you can use, definitely, imperative. I mean, to me, this is second person. This is like great. Yes. Common form. Yes. Yes. 7. Perfect. Yes. As described. 8. What are we doing? More concise introduction. Yes. Yes. 9. We're almost done. Come on, Schwartz. Cleaner for distribution. Aha. So here, before packaging, fine. Add error handling emphasis. I think no. In the scripts section, note that scripts handle errors gracefully. Who cares? Let's say no. So let's say 9 and 10, no. Okay, so this is the big preparation. So these are all the best practices for the skill. Wait, when was that thing published? That's cool. Where was that? Do they have a date that they published it? Core principles. I don't see it. Okay. Perfect. Fillable, yes, perfect. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me click myself on here. I guess I'll click it all on. I don't know. Yeah. The split pattern, the expand pattern. Okay. Type A. Oh, it took my this is fine. This is fine. I didn't mean to go that far, but I did literally say like stop talking about specific forms, and that would include like a US, you know, that's effectively a local, you know, regional concept, you know. Even though it's well known. Okay, that's a bit much, but whatever. I don't know if that'll change. Sure. Okay, so it's doing everything I told it to do. FW9. I see. I think this is good. I don't know if it changes much, But like this is, if this were code, you know, it'd be generic. I don't want to ship out a skill which has explicit IRS form document guidance in it because I want it to be globally, universally applicable. Contents, workflow. Just don't check in too much new content. I'm sick of all the, it's always, even we're saying we need to condense everything. It's going to check in. I bet it checks in more greens than reds. Roll up related fields. First field. Right. First segment. DESC. Roll up related fields. The thing about rolling up fields is the thing about the concludes. I think I need to make a change. Because I think it could be using casting more than the conclude fields. I feel like you could cast it. Okay. So now what's going on? Okay, the skill changed. So here we are with like untested code. Although I think even though it bit me before, I may check it in just so that I can diff against it and stuff like that. So Claude skills. Okay, so we've wait, have we not renamed stuff? Get status. No, get MV head PDF/skill. It needs to have a name, right? Get MV PDF. So let's rename it to this. Okay. Whew, right. Ooh, let's not. The reason is that I'll keep the diff nice, and you won't have to track renames and edits. It can be done in Git, but it's annoying. So let's just take this. PDF form filler, yeah. Dependencies. Complete. Install required Python packages. Yeah. Let's go in. It's not perfect. I see one change I could make. So let's go look at the diffs. So here, ouch, smaller. So instead of, where is this? Mark it down. We can go mark it down bracket PDF. Yeah. PyPDF, PDF plumber, mark it down. Okay. Okay. Let's try this. And then can I get rid of, how do I get rid of that? Yeah. There it is. Perfect. Okay. At least I'm going to read it. At least I'll skim it. Determine the form type. I'm still not sure if this is great, but whatever. Oh, so non-fillable. Okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to make a change here. Let's do this. Okay, so 2 subsequent. Okay. And best practices. Would it improve to like fork fillable versus non-fillable instructions into, right? parallel files, then have the top forms.md reference them only. Now I need to commit it before. So if I'm going to commit it, I have to read it. Fillable forms. Okay, fine. Let's just kind of skim it. Form level, field level. Right. It did tons of change about IRS stuff. Yeah. Whatever. Split pattern. And then there's another change where, yeah, where I need to do my validation or conversion. What in the world is this? Oh, C, validate interview definition. Before proceeding, verify the interview meets quality standards. Right. No field IDs are duplicated or missing. Human friendly, split pattern applied. Expand pattern applied. Cool, this split pattern expand pattern is kind of its own invention. I love it. I didn't really guide it that way too much. I kept telling it, like, just get better. Alice traits. This is why I believe like LLM dominated knowledge bases that LLMs maintain for each other, for LLMs consumption and update, like Stack Overflow for every context. I believe this is going to be a massive like knowledge base that we create. And in the eyes of history, they'll be like, oh, no wonder they were confused. They never had the special knowledge plugin or whatever we start calling it, you know. They were like, you know, in the same way that I might say, oh, no wonder Linus Torvalds famously said, debugging with print statements puts hair on your chest, right? But today we would say, geez, you could just run a virtual machine, run a debugger. Like, it's so easy. It's like running a video game practically to run a Linux kernel in a like debugger. You can build user mode Linux, whatever. There's so many great ways. So it seems obvious to us that they had trouble because they didn't have debuggers. And I think in the same way, they'll say that about us. They'll say, oh, you didn't have these like little special knowledge systems like everywhere, pervasive. You know, anywhere an LLM exists, a little knowledge base to look things up exists. All right, let's keep going. Fine. We'll keep it. Fine, we'll keep it. And then what's at the very bottom? IRS stuff again? Yeah, basically, yes. Okay, we'll keep it. We'll take it. We'll take it all. So that's the skill.md, is it? Good. I'll take it. References, API reference, and then non-fillable forms. Okay, fine. That's fine. Skill best practices, right? All right. Next, just rename it. What is it? Head PDF/skill. Move PDF into filling PDF forms like that. Metadata name. What is it called? I'll just say metadata. Okay. Preamble or whatever it's called. I keep forgetting. Okay. Next. So it's been renamed. Cool. So now, so let's make it. So now that I've committed all that in, I've made some small changes, including renames. Okay. Let's see. So I'm going to make it fork it off. I've been thinking about this for ages. So let's make it fork it off so that it'll be, here's how to do forms as a quick overview. And then fillables will be its own. And hopefully, I don't know. They said do this progressive disclosure. So for non-fillables, I think this is definitely an improvement because unless it's like slicing up and parsing that markdown file specifically for the purpose of avoiding bringing in unwanted context, unwanted tokens. It may be doing that. But if it's not, then it definitely helps to have no mention of the fillable workflow in the non-fillable like system, in the non-fillable circumstance. All right, do it. Significant? I don't believe you. Let's do it anyway though. Load it. Right. Oh, it's claiming. Yes. 36% token reduction. All right. Calm down. I just think it's kind of cleaner as like documentation. It would make sense. So let's do it. And I mean, the thing is, there wasn't really this problem too much with the non-fillable workflow. The main problem was it was just scanning the file badly, and it had incorrect locations to place these questions. And then also I haven't like edited the non-fillable workflow. The main thing I've done with the non-fillable workflow, the non-fillable documentation, is Claude Code generated all of that, and I've been moving it out of the context window for the fillable use case. But they're both, I don't think fillable is really rock solid yet, but it must be both. It must be the fillable, then the non-fillable. Then, actually, I think I'm going to follow the sequence. It goes fillable PDFs, then, geez, hold on, I'm going to scroll down. Fillable PDFs, then non-fillable PDFs, which have text content in them. And then finally, non-fillable PDFs, which have no text content in them. And then finally, PDF or PNG or JPEG files instead of PDFs at all. That's the sequence. And then you can take a picture of something with your phone, and Chatfield will walk you through completing that form. That's the point. You just take a picture of any piece of paper that you encounter in the world, and you say, hey, Chatfield, or hey, Claude Code, because it's a Claude Code skill. You say, hey, Claude Code, let's go. Let's do it. Got a form to fill. I'm not sure this validates stuff. If they say it's a best practice, I'll give it a try. But they also say, I don't know. Sure. Update the todos. Okay. API reference, fillable and non-fillable. That's very good. I think at no point do I say, check if it's even a form, but that would be like one sentence. That's fine. I haven't really seen the dividends, but I think there's something super powerful to where I can kick off. I can say, let's do this form. And also, Python's broken. You're going to have to do this instead. All that sort of stuff. I think there's super awesome value in there. All right, is it stewing or what? What are we doing? Bash, word count, whatever. Oh, it'd be fun. Word count needs to have those like token counts that I wonder if it already does. Does it? No, yeah. Word count needs to start counting tokens in like the most common tokenization formats. Like I think the one OpenAI uses is this one, right? Yeah, something like that. Okay, Benefits achieved, progressive disclosure. Okay, good. So let's just see. Yeah, filling. Yeah, references. Yeah, fillable forms. So then the skill. So hopefully this will have red. Yeah, good. Yes, very good. Non-fillables. Wonderful. Like instructions. Okay. Now, the next thing is more like important and substantial, right? Instead of as is, the conclude fields are overused or are overused and over like in many cases of fan out or whatever, those could be casts. Casts. For example, for SSN, you might have for SSN like something like this. Let's just edit it in Vim here. So I say, so let's see if I know my own syntax, right? So it's like dot field, let's say like, what is it? TIN, right? Dot description is either SSN or EIN, right? And then dot, what would I have? Must be 9 numeric digits, right? Must be 9 numeric digits, let's say, right? I think this should work. Let's just do this. Must be 9 numeric digits formatted any way. In any formatting, right? Must be 9 numeric digits. Let's try that. Okay, so that's the must. So you have to have your 9 numeric digits. So that's your content requirement. Then we could do like this. So you could have 2 musts, TIN, either SSN or EIN. Let's try this. Dot must. Right. So that's your must, right? And then you do dot as whatever you want, like int, could be int or could be string. Let's do string, right? And then I think you could do like page sub 1, you know, form, you know, like foo sub 0, var sub 3, right? Dot, you know, prefix, something like, right? So that's what it would be called. And then how do you cast it? The first, like 2 digits of an EIN, right? Or empty string, if NA, right? And then that would be like Oh, let's say like EIN pre and EIN post, right? And then the final 7 digits of an EIN, right? Something like that. Could it be null? Does as string ever evaluate to null? Let's just say no. I don't want to get into that right now. And then you could have, so let's say like bar sub 0, right? Bar sub 0. And this would be like SSN pre, SSN post, SSN mid, right? That's the point. First 3 digits of an SSN. Final, what is that, middle? 2, is it? Yes, yes. Right, and then the final, 4? This would have... As the, fewer tokens, like lower latency. Let's just send that through. I literally just thought of this, and I invented this chat field, so that's troubling. That's worrisome. Good, good, good. Downplay, conclude, and clarify which section. Yeah. And please do it without fan out pattern. One to many. String cast. Preferred. Split one value into end fields. 3 cast. First 3 method. Discriminate plus split. I don't think you need to explain the benefits. When to use to conclude. Derive fields depends on multiple previous fields. Oh, that's wonderful. Yes, that's wonderful. Let me tell it some changes that I want as it's doing this. So look, it's back into SSN stuff. That's okay. Individuals use SSN, entities use EIN. Yeah, totally. Oh, with a hint. That's great. Okay. Like pipeline, right? Later in the process. What else? What else do I not like? Fan out. So here's fan out. Stop. I definitely like that. Cast values by name. That's not going to work. There's no way that's going to work. I don't like this. I think I may edit this myself. Fan out. Right. What is your identification? Right, or whatever. Okay. Do not explaining why fan out is ideal, or the history of how we got here. Just explain the priorities, use cases, and clear examples. Done. And I'll make it make those changes, and then I think I'm gonna some of this I don't like. This is tied here, viewer tokens. Yeah, don't explain yourself to the LLM. They said that. Remove meta commentary. Yeah, remove your meta commentary. What do we have here? Right. Yeah, look, it's adding more again. Right. But string would be fine. As bool. Yeah. Right. I think that's fine. I think that's fine. How's it doing? Good. Some red commits finally. Good. Okay. Let's go read the diff. Come on. How are we doing elsewhere? Good, good, good. I'm ready to run this. So then, okay, so then here in my Claude, I'm about ready to run it. In my skills, this is going to be a broken symlink, I believe. Yeah. It's not going to work. Let's just do it. Yeah. Chatfield.claude skills / filling that way. So it's back. So now we have this skill. And this is just the source code. Yep. Wait. That's kind of awesome that worked. Okay. So. More concise. I don't know if I believe you. Okay, let's see it. Either directly or via as casts. I see. Yes. Well, naturally. As bool. Okay. Okay, okay. Ooh, nice. Field ID 1. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Now, there was some just straight up syntax errors in here or something, so that's bad. So let's see how it goes. Okay. As int, yeah. Hey, okay, the final bug. As int is a bad example for like SSN or IDs because leading 0 would make, would turn 05 into 5. But the skill really needs 2 digits to put into the 2 boxes, right? Let's like downplay as int for ID examples. Off you go. 32 lines saved. Thank you. So I just told it to tighten it up. Whatever. Good. Oh, shoot. Okay. Good. Just hit time. Just hit 10 o'clock. I'm going to go about a half hour over. Yeah, perfect. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, these are not integers. They're numbers, but they're not integers. They're IDs, right? They're not integers. That's improper. Right. Engineers. What is going on? Yeah. Perfect. Is it? Update the todos. Do it. Update the todos. I don't know why I'm making my own jokes for my own entertainment. Nobody's listening. Okay. Changes. Good. Update the todos. Yes, exactly. Massachusetts zip codes is where I learned this lesson the hard way. Yeah, Massachusetts zip codes are not integers. Totally. Yep. That is exactly where it happened to me, where I realized, whoops. You don't like lose information unless, God help you, unless you convert it to octal, unless that leading zero converts to octal, which would be trouble. Does that do it in Python? Int of 0, 1, 2, 3. No, it does not. Do I have to pass a base like 8? Yeah. Cool. Okay, so I'm ready to like read some diffs and do some examples. I'm sick of this thing. Okay, I think I'm happy. I'm happy to just check it. Okay, so let's check it. Okay. Oh, good. This is the entire file. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. So additional resources for sure. Fail validation. Review the specific issue in the checklist. Wait, what? Alice traits. Interview validation checklist. Fillable forms. Doom. Fillable forms. Interview validation checklist. Oh, that's awesome. So the checklist applies in both cases. Review the specific issue in the checklist. Okay, whatever. So let's take all this. That's fine. So that's the skill. Next, what's changed? The API reference. Yeah, you don't want zip. Yeah, you don't want zip. Quantity. Totally. Yes. Is that the only change? Yes. Next. Fillable forms. Bunch of changes. And I know there's at least one like massive error in here. Okay, good. It's tightened it up. Age. Wonderful. Fan out patterns. Collect once and use, right, collect once in a flexible format. With flexible formatting. You know, flexible, or what would I say? Lenient formatting. And then use as starcast. Totally. That's it. Fan out pattern. Expand pattern. One choice to end checkboxes. Yeah, critical. Must versus as. Must defines content constraints. Very good. This is all old stuff, so let's keep going. So discriminate plus split. For mutually exclusive fields, use as cast with conditional logic. Totally. Must be exactly 9 digits. Must indicate SSN or EIN type. Oh, this is my example. Fine. Right? SSN part 1 as in part 2. Oh, I see. EIN full. Full 9-digit. Yeah. Must be exactly 9. Let's see. What is your taxpayer identification number? Must indicate, right. Is your taxpayer identification number EIN or SSN? And what is that number? Let's just make it a compound question. I don't know. Let's just make it a compound question. Who cares? Let's see what happens. I think that's fine. When to conclude. Use conclude when derived fields are multiple fields. Right. Yes. Wonderful. What is this? This is in the fillable forms documentation. Okay. Here might have been where... No, this is wrong. Access direct. I think this is wrong. It's like this, right? In fact, let me check it. Maybe I'll commit it and then make it change. JSON field, ID field name. Right. Create input values. Yeah. Convert Booleans. Right. Key rule, direct mapping, use PDF LEDs. Okay. No, I think I'll fix it by hand. It's like this for sure. It's that. As bool over 18. As string. Age display. It's like that for sure. Yeah. Field name. Interview.field name. Sure. Age int. Age years. Age display. Okay, I think it's whatever. Access direct fields with cast values. Why? I don't think... Actually, I don't want any of this. Nope. We're taking it out. Yeah. Okay, this is fine. It never needs to write Python code to do that, so I don't want to talk about that. Direct mapping. Okay, otherwise I'm happy. I'm happy. So let's take that. Fillable. And then non-fillable, as usual, we kind of don't care as much. Okay, let's go. Let's take it. So we're taking all of that. Okay, so this is, what are we doing? Oh, this is use casts more than concludes where possible. Okay. Shoo, let's push that and run it. I haven't run this in ages, so who knows if this works. Filling. So if I say git show, there it is. So this is the latest. Weird. Okay, so here I am with my forms. So let's do a form. How about the Spanish license one for sure, huh? Help me fill in this food license es.pdf form, right? Let's do it. Good, the filling PDF forms skill is running. So let's see how it goes. We still have to chat with it. I'll just throw in a quick update in the middle of everything. Let's see how extracting PDF content goes. This is new. It should be calling this script. Mark it down. Okay. Okay. Stop. Let's fix this bug. I know it's wrong. I think I know it's wrong. Grep mark it down star, let's say. Yeah. Mark it down. So this is good. This is wrong. This is wrong. And this is the actual Python. So it's just this fillable. Room references fillable. Mark it down. It's as markdown. Boom. It's like that. Okay. Stop. Reference the script name. Okay, good. Let's try again. Exit, restart, just do it totally again. Whoops. Help me do it. Ready, go. Okay. We're starting again. PD, what is this, desktop? Yeah, forms. Here we are. Good. Dot form. Okay. Yep. The part that I didn't write always works really, really well. Let me quickly do a... Oops. Okay. Let's see how it's going. This also needs to change. Let's just stop it. We gotta, no, we have to change it. Okay, here's the next big change. Compact. Okay, let me do this. No, we have to make... Oh, my wife's calling me. Let me just mute and take my wife's call. Okay, we're doing braces. So, okay. The next. Okay. Okay, next, give me... Okay, so the big problem is, a standalone script that will live in the what is it, skill scriptster. That script will let's say, should it import? Yeah. Be like, will import py from the scripts. Sure. Maybe like scripts slash Chatfield. Ooh, that's no good. Let's call it let's say something like that. And then what? So then the skill will edit Chatfield interview.py the same way as before. That file will be a copy of today's, what is it? Chatfield slash server slash interview.py. Let's just let it go. Let's just get it going. Now I told it to give me my plan because I have to compact. So I'm gonna, should I compact? Maybe I don't need to compact. Maybe I'll just exit out. We'll see. Take some medicine here. I think it's time for more allergy medicine, HDMI. definition. Yeah, perfect. Question before, server output format. Should run server.py produce identical JSON output? Yes. Around chatfield.server.cli. .py. Confirmed name. Next, what else? Multiple forms. No. Focus on moving the this logic out of the Chatfield source code and into standalone code in the scripts, in the skill scripts. Next, what else? Current server code. Read the current. Yes. We want exactly the same behavior, but via standalone Python files that import Chatfield rather than live in its source tree, right? That's the point. I'm just going to let it auto compact or something if it wants to. I don't care. No, I'll put it in plan mode. Or no, I won't. I'll let it go. I'll let it go. I'll let it go. Read the current Chatfield. Yep. We're running out of fuel. Oop, there goes 1,000 tokens. We're running out. There's no way. There's no way it's going to compact. I wish I could just tell it, all right, compact now. I mean, I know I can, but in the middle of like planning or something. I don't know. I guess I'll just let it auto compact in the middle of running all this. I think that's fine. Actually, looking more carefully, the cleanest approach is, yeah, totally. Yeah, that's the perfect plan. Yeah, I'm definitely going to let this thing keep going. That's a good plan. Very good. Auto compact 4%. So is it just like a specific token count? Is it just literally like 100 and like 168 or something like that? What is it? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Perfect. Yes. Oh, didn't I make this thing just like think of ideas for me ages ago? Here we are. Oh, nice. Yeah. Whoa, nice. I gotta read this offline or something. This is cool. Oh my God. Okay. What did it do? It read. Okay, good. And that cost me like, what was it, like $4 or something? That's cool. 4 free dollars. Okay, 4 Monopoly dollars. Good. That's a huge plan. I have no idea. I bet there's some good stuff in there. Okay. Good. I think that's decent. Update non-fillable and update skill. Let's go read the differences then while it's compacting. Good. So, okay, I don't know if this is great, but this is better. I don't know if you want your skill editing the code in these scripts, but it wouldn't be hard to change that. I could say like make a temporary directory and then move to that temporary directory and then like copy these files into there, for example, and then edit those. That would also work. So I'm not worried. Fix Python-m script/run server. Yeah, totally. Yeah. Wonderful. Very good. Is it still compacting? What's it doing compacting? Yeah, okay. I wonder if I could pass arguments to /compact. That's a great, let me try that. Claude. Right, so if I just pull up any old conversation, right? Where's 5 messages, 22 messages, 68 messages, milestone stuff. So here we are on milestone stuff. 36,000 tokens. So then if I say /compact optional custom summarization instructions. The like minimum possible. Like starting point. Ignore everything discussed. So would that compact like super fast? Would it be like, okay, we have nothing to remember? Yes. Wait. Hold on. GitHub issues. Wait, what? Compact. MCP server failed. Oh, that's interesting, but I think that's okay. Wait, is it done? Yes. Well, that was extreme. That was even faster than I thought. Cool. So that totally works. So you can pass arguments to /compact. That's so cool. That was what I wanted to do. So that's really cool. Because I knew that most of the history, good. I learned the hard way, Claude Code. That's why I like using Claude Code every day, is learning its idiosyncrasies and learning the ropes, right? Learning its ropes. And so I think, I don't know if that's transferable or not, possibly so. They're all language models, so I think that's a super awesome feature that they should all have. You just pass in a little bit of language as an extra argument. No old references remain. Good, and then we're good to go again. Whew, okay. So let's go read the diff then. So the skill changed. Fix the perfect. Okay. Good, fine. What changed here in the fillable forms? Target, script/target. Yes. Editable zone. What's here? Correct. Script/run server. We edit the file. As usual, it's extract knowledge. Okay. Correct. This is how you change the server, so that's good. Non-fillables, what changed? Define the interview. Oh yeah. Visual analysis. Yikes. Okay, fine. Non-fillable as usual. We care less about at the moment. Interview from Chatfield. This is good. So this is in the scripts now. Yes. Editable zone. Perfect. And then how's this run server? I've been looking forward to this. Add the scripts to the Python path. Okay. That's a little bit cheeky, but that's fine. Import the interview definition. Correct. Import to Chatfield server. We set the interview. And then we run the main function. Awesome. And then, oh, it imports main. Oh, neat. Okay, cool, cool. Love it, love it, love it. So that's great. Let's try it. Log out here. So in the Claude Code skill, yeah, filling. So then the scripts here, we have some big changes. There's a Chatfield interview. There's a run server. Chatfield interview for sure. So then now I'm gonna have the same problem where it edits, it makes changes, but I think that's okay. I don't know. So then what? So that's these scripts. So then, and then the skill, I checked it all already. Yeah. So then, like standalone Chatfield server. That's the point. Git push. Okay. So then let's run that. What was I doing? I was doing it over here for some reason. Yeah, I was. Okay. rm-v. Yeah. So then I'll ls, and then I'll do it. So we want that same food license one. Go. Come on, Schwartz. First, check if it has PDF fields. Yes, it does. Read the fillable forms workflow. Cool. That's fine. There's your steps. There's your checklist. Very cool. Okay. I'm happy. The form has 12 fields. Step 1 is complete. Oh, and I want to see how many tokens, like what does this cost? Could I run this? I think I could potentially run this. No, I would need API keys and stuff to run it. I don't know if I want to do API keys in Claude Web. In fact, I know that I do not want API keys in this thing. I think, did I see any secrets set up? I can't remember. Yeah, here. Maybe. Maybe what I might do would be to use API keys for Anthrop, for Claude. And then if it were compromised, they would be more likely to reimburse me if they lost this, is what I'm saying. I don't think that's likely. But if I put my secrets up here, that's more likely than if I don't. Okay, the server's ready. Boom. Food license, legal name, Thai treats, right? So we're doing Thai restaurant. Address. So like 123 Main Street, but like it's Spanish equivalent, right? Did I spell it right? Who cares? You guessed it. Right. Let's say manufacturing. Let's say import. Right. 23. Right. Like 10, like let's say 9 miles, whatever that is, right? Yes. It's a weird question, I guess. So let's say November 11th, 2025. Main food products. Oh, okay. About importing like wholesale Thai ingredients, right? Well, that was very fast. What? Perfect. Perfect. All right. Sites. Oh, standards. Right. That's so fast. Why is it that fast? Perfect as is. Ha ha ha, the green feels so good. Okay. So then it's been cast. Now, did it exit? So small bug, known bug. You send it a term and it tidies up and it pretty prints out for you. No big deal. Not if you're a $1 billion language model. Yep. Mm-hmm. Control O. I like to hit Control O here because I think, oh no, where's the pretty printing? The pretty printing's imminent. I love the pretty printing. There it is. No, that's the final JSON. There's the pretty, where's the pretty printing? It's somewhere in here. Uh-oh, did it generate something wrong? Let's see if it can recover. Library version issue? What? Different from what the monkey patch is fixing? Oh. Oh, is it because I did some pip uninstalls recently? Oh, and specifically I did like mark it down. That's flickering. Stop flickering. So dot completed is weird. The issue persists. Fill the fields individually. Very awesome though. Whoa. Whoa. I don't know if it's off on a problem here or what. I downgraded PyPDF. That's concerning. Same error. Looks like a bug. I doubt it. It's either you have a bug or PyPDF version 6 has a bug. I know where my priors are here. Monkey patch. Why are we monkey patching? Is ridiculous. Let's just see if it worked. If it worked, then we'll see. Let me stop it. I'm just going to declare defeat, I think. Yeah, it shouldn't, this should not be happening. Okay. But, oops. It did it by hand. Yeah, awesome. Super awesome. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Import, export, yeah. 9 kilometers, or 9 miles, presumably. This is perfect. This is perfect. So it's not operating perfect, but it did complete the primary goal basically perfectly. So that's awesome. And it did that independently of the, it's not running inside the Chatfield code base at all. So that's kind of awesome. Yeah, we still have this problem has just moved to a new file, but that's okay. So literally nothing's changed. So this is the definition it did, except format variations. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. So business address, very, very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. So we don't want that. Okay. So let's just edit tomorrow's plan because it's still not brilliant. It's not bulletproof by any means. It's not robust basically at all. Okay, so that's done. It should somehow call into Chatfield. Definitely. Definitely done. This is still a bug. I know what I'll do. Let me just kick off a quick Claude Code web and see why that might be. Let's just make Claude Code work for me. Could so I'm gonna let that spin, but I don't. It doesn't have to finish now. Everything's pushed, right? So then let's get back into tomorrow's plan. The interviewer is done. Okay, so that's CC Web did that. Okay. Florence 2 is gonna wait. Florence 2 might come in a moment. Okay, publishing Chatfield as a Claude Code skill package. Yeah, day 2. This session I like work on. Who knows if we'll finish? Yes. Yes. Okay. So I love this PDF thing because I've been able to borrow like literal examples as PDF. So there's tons of code. Like it's a super advantage to be trying to complete PDFs with Chatfield because it's like so natural to fork from Anthropic's example. So I'm forking off of presumably like the best there is in terms of how to do this. But then I'm gonna the downside where I got to pay that back is now I'm gonna have to explain. People are like, "Oh, Anthropic already did this. Why do you care? Why are you relevant? Haven't you? What's the point of another one? Is it?" And so so I don't mind making that case. Okay, this section I work on publishing Chatfield. Yep. So that'll be tomorrow. So then the plan for tomorrow. The next thing is so the code like. The code is what am I trying to say? Portable now? Independent. But so it definitely needs more but it doesn't like but not like completing the skill is not completing the workflow. Like failing to populate, yeah, not completing the workflow. Oh, and the server still, yeah, that's fine. Okay, we're good. Good, we're good. So that'll be the plan. So let's wrap up and make that the plan for tomorrow. So Claude Code, come here, Claude Code. Wrap up and note I rebased, so ignore commits that were committed to like today but not authored today. So I've used this for wrap up all the time. This totally always works. So let's see if it always totally works today. But extra little argument with some language, extra little argument here to my command is awesome. And I use it in other projects as well. Okay, good. We're pushing it up. Let's go read it. Oh, good. It has a theory about my bug. I bet that's a real bug. I bet it's a pretty simple bug. So let's close document. Let's wrap up. Interview, that's gone. Reload, that's gone. Good. What is this? Why is it huge? Claude Code skills. Close it. close it daily. So here's the 10th. Let's look at the 11th. Yes. Okay. Yeah, this focus is exactly right. Lots of good push on just making this thing work as a Claude Code skill. Specifically, I did find the best practices document, and while I skimmed it, I gave it a good skimming. I also gave it to Claude Code and said, make this thing, fix my code. And then I skimmed Claude Code's output. So I'm sure we're doing good. But what is definitely the case is it's no longer part of the Chatfield code base, and it only ran in Chatfield. If you had, you could actually clone it out and do it yourself now. However, you still need the Chatfield source code for your Python scripts to run correctly. So in that sense, it does. I mean, this skill will always need Chatfield. The idea is, can we publish software? Is this a new way to? Is this like a new NPM? Can we publish software as a skill, as a back end for a skill, rather than a traditional developers package like an NPM package or a pip package? And I certainly look forward to. I mean, publishing to pip and NPM is the milestone, in this case. So I look forward to that. But I think this is also kind of neat. I don't know if this will be life-changing or forgotten that you publish through a skill, but because it's PDF, because Chatfield, for all these reasons, I want to push that way. So that's the idea. And the thing that's left, is it in here for tomorrow? Yeah, it just doesn't, the workflow is not working well enough it could be technical reasons. It's almost certainly Chatfield jank and like misbehavior and or mixed with sloppy prompting that hasn't really been polished yet. So that polish and getting that skill is the goal for tomorrow, getting that skill to complete and be able to handle all of these example PDFs. And then remember, there's a ton here that I found, was it yesterday? Like there's a million of these. Whoops. How do I do like huge? I forget on Linux. Or is it just, oh, no, that's sorting. Oh, yay. Yeah. A lot of these are awesome that I want Chatfield to do. And so that's my daughter's thing. And so then this represents the whole spectrum also, I'm almost certain, of documents with form metadata, documents without form metadata, but with text metadata, and documents with none of that. And in various languages, languages that I know and languages that I don't know at all. All of these are in here. So that's going to show Chatfield like resiliency or robustness. And today, I mean, I'm literally not even running these files because I don't trust it. So that's the big push tomorrow. Okay, this is awesome. I love PDFs. I just come out of the closet that I guess I love forms. It sounds nerdy, or it sounds like not nerdy, but like boring even for nerds. But I love forms. I love this mental model, this mental concept. So I'm super looking for. I believe this thing could basically help you get through any PDF, in principle, as a reference implementation. To do like to like sell it as a product, you got to have RAG data coming in there. Like, for example, my driver's license number and things like this have to be known and queryable, lookupable, RAG available. And that's not the point. The point is to say, is this a good common ground? Is this a good, what do they call it? Like hub zone, hub world, where language models have a good way to talk about and model and structure things they want to do. Do humans have a like pleasant UX to actually get work done doing this? In other words, is the conversation good and helpful and useful and fast and so forth? Can applications, can the remaining part of applications, the non-LLM part, all the logic, all the, like, what am I trying to say? Can the like really high, the structured, the predictable parts of the software, like interface with this? In other words, the typecasting and all of that, like, can it, the validation, to me, that's the point of this validation and the typecasting, is that the containing larger application has super heavy constraints on it. It's not just language through and through, it's data types and things like that. And the numbers have more important meaning to them and so on. So the validation and transformations is the way that all the rest of the software logic plugs in as like a mental model / data model. And then finally, can humans describe what they want quickly? Could a developer, is the DX, could a developer say, and that's another one where I don't know if, I don't feel like I have like a, DHH, like whoops, like Ruby on Rails pitch just yet in terms of like crushing it in this new model. But I think, like, if we're using the Rails example, like Rails was bulletproof. Like Rails came from solving 100 clients' problems at the same time, and it got resilient and it got robust through that cauldron, right? Through that process. And so with Chatfield, it's obviously way, way, way lower, more modest scale, but we test web applications, we test PDF applications. I'm going to test photographs after this. It's in multiple environments. Today I fixed a bug where I forgot to fix a bug in TypeScript, which I had in Python, and so on. So in that sense, it's gaining some like predictability or reliability or trustworthiness and robustness. That's the momentum. That's the direction. That's the fun part. So, okay, thank you. That's the plan tomorrow. Logging out.